film. Yeah, so
to me, this is the richest photograph you have. I mean, this is like active film. There's some richness in the tone that you don't see anymore. You know,
take away from
from the beginning.
see cameras with that. Yeah.
I mean, Greig took photographs during Dune 1 and Dune Part 2, Dune Part 1 and Dune Part 2. He always took photographs. They were always very unassuming. He took film, so wouldn't you put together cameras from different flea markets and all that? And you kind of had several different cameras.
We were shooting in Budapest, and Budapest has a great collection of old cameras from every era. So every Sunday when I had time off, I'd go and find a new camera that spoke to me, and I would use that camera.
And you never really knew it was happening. We'd be doing a scene or we'd be talking or something, and then he wouldn't sit there and like make you, it wasn't like an event. He would just sit there and click. There'd be one click, and then you'd see the photograph 2 weeks later after he processed it and sent it away and brought it back, and you're like, wow, that's an amazing photograph. He's an amazing photographer, and somebody who's denied photography for a long time after he's become a director of photography. So it was really nice to be able, I've always written, some people know my writing, Tanya LaPointe, who is with Denis and is a producer on the Dune movies, said, why don't you guys collaborate? Why don't you do something together? And then it just, once she mentioned it, I think it was just an easy marriage between us. And a lot of people journal because they want to carry the experience that they've had because it's so great into the future. They want to hold on to it or they want to increase it in some way, and I think this is our way of doing that. Celebrating what was.
Yeah. It's funny that the words behind the scenes always strike me as being a little bit incongruous because they're not behind the scenes. I don't see them like that because that's not my experience of a film, nor is it Josh's. I'm speaking for him there, but our experience of the film isn't behind the scenes. That's our experience. It just so happens that when you see the movie, you don't see the making of the movie, which is excellent, by the way, which is what we aim for. We don't aim for you seeing the making of how we did the film. But for us, this was our experience. This was me seeing these incredible characters come to life with Denis' vision and being inspired by Josh's words that he would read to us, between takes here and there, which then led me to be inspired to photograph something a certain way, it was a knock-on effect, and it became an experiential process.
It was a personal process. It was something very personal because you have a behind-the-scenes show up on the set. And already, once the camera's there, people change. And it's something else. There's an affectation to it. And there's no affectation because we're there all the time. It's like whatever he was photographing, whatever I was writing, was just part of who we were inside the nectar of what was going on. Yeah. So it was very personal, very intimate.
From the cast,
Great.
I think everybody seemed to like it, and it's. For me, it's capturing little moments of either an actor mid-take between. It's capturing also, more importantly than that, was actually capturing Denis' process. Visually, one of the things that I was really quite excited to capture was Denis' process on set with his actors. And you'll find there's a number of images here that particularly sum up his kind of interaction with the people that make up the characters of the movie.
I'll be selling them. On sale? No. Yeah, I was thinking that. It's funny. It's the first time I thought that. I said, I need one of these. Yeah. I need you to sign it, by the way.
Oh, well.
Okay, good.
Final question. Do you have a favorite? Or is it too difficult to pick?
Oh, no, we were
talking at those two, yeah. But did favorites change? You know what I mean? We've been around these photographs for a while now, and it depends on where you are, how you're feeling, with the mood.
I mean, I could talk very highly about most of them, which is why they're up here. But I think those ones have the most.
Those are popping right now.
Yeah.